Hello, Cecilia. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Um, did you have a good Sunday?
Yes, I had a great Sunday. I went to do my hair.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yes, no, I had a great Sunday.
Oh, that's good. Um, Cecilia, thank you so much for the time to talk to me.
Thank you for having me.
I've seen on Facebook, and you are um, a Cardiff Singer of the Year, and I've spoken to Marika de Koker as well, and she told me about you.
Oh, lovely.
And congratulations! That is such a great honor to have, and yeah, you must be very proud.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I am happy.
Yeah, and you are at the Royal Opera House at the moment.
Yes. So actually, I'm done with my 2 years. So I was in the program, Yetapaka Young Artist Program. So my 2 years finished last week.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
And you had good experience there.
Yes, I had great experience there. I mean, the program, it's amazing. It's very amazing because they give us opportunities that, as a young artist, we wouldn't get, because, to be part of the Royal Opera House and to sing on the stage as well. So it's just an amazing experience.
And how did you get this opportunity?
So there's Yep Tracker. So we apply Yep Tracker online. We send our recordings. I think it was two recordings, and you have reference letter, two reference from a singing teacher or from anyone in music. So they give you reference, and then after that you apply. Then when you are successful, they send an email to say, congratulations, you are successful to the next round. So the next round is when we come to London to come in audition. So that's the next round. We come to London to audition, and they are like 3 rounds. So bring us from all over the world. We come there and we sing for the whole week. So round 1, round 2, round 3. Then after that, they will send an email to say, congratulations, you are chosen to be in the program.
Wonderful. And so you are a girl from Polokwane?
Yes, I was born in Johannesburg and I grew up in Limpopo. So I come from...
Okay. And was that ever in your imagination that this will happen for you?
No, never in my imagination I thought of, being an opera singer, because I wanted to do law. So when I finished my matric, I wanted to study, but my mom encouraged me to study music. She was like, why do music rather than opera? I mean, why don't you pick rather than law?
Yeah.
And then I said, actually, this is what I wanted to do, but I was afraid of saying, I want to do music, because where I come from in the Limpopo province, Wahomu, I mean, we haven't, now they are, but we haven't seen singers, singing all over, singing opera. It was just something that we thought it's something you do extra. You do because you love it, not because it's your living or your main income. So when my mom said that, I was very happy, and I was like, yes, I want to do this. So I went to Tshwane University of Technology, TUT in Pretoria, and I went to enroll there at the opera.
And did you sing in a choir before in school?
Yes. So how I got to music was through church choir and school choir. So at home, where everyone, when you get to a certain age, you join the church choir. And when you get to school, you join the school choir. So I sang in the church choir. And then when I was high school, I was also part of the school choir. So my love, I think it developed there. You know, it started there because at church, we sing choral. Choral music. So that's the main part of our background of music, because we were singing choral music and also singing in the choirs, for example, the community choirs around. So
and I spoke to a few South African singers already, and they all say this, that they started in a choir and that the choir actually gave them that first of all, like you say, the exposure to the choral music and the more classical opera music, but it also gave them an opportunity to be part of this a group, you know, the choir and the discipline that the choir brings, you know, for singing. And I think what a wonderful opportunity it is for young children to have that exposure to the music, you know, and that and that type of education as well.
Yeah, no, it's amazing because, you know, music, even if you're not going to study it, it's very good because it will take you out of the streets. So the training or the rehearsals we are having, it's a lot. So for example, my routine was going to school, going to church, and going to practice, because that's a lot in our schedule, or, you know, in our day-to-day. So I think very good. And again, the training of the ear, because at school I didn't study like music as a subject, but when I got to TUT in Pretoria, it helped me a lot because music prepares your ear. You know, you are very sensitive to intonation. You already be able to sing with other people, because when we do operas, we are not alone on stage. There are other people to sing with. Sometimes we sing a quartet, we sing a trio, so we always sing with people. So that training is very, very important.
Don't you think it's also a bit sad to think that all the great singers leave South Africa to be able to follow a career? Because this is also the thing that I spoke to Sunny Boyd Ladla about, and that is that you have to leave to be able to pursue this career.
Very true, because in South Africa, we make a living out of singing, because we have very limited opera companies, which cannot accommodate everyone who is a singer or who is aspiring to be a singer. So we end up going out to have more training. It's either we go out to study more, you know, to do master or PhD, or we go to young artist programs that are outside South Africa. Because, for example, in Europe, there are so many companies, so we have more chances of getting to a place. And I think we get more exposure because there's so many things happening. So if it's in South Africa, maybe there's 3 operas a year, but over there's a lot of operas, so that everyone can be involved in, you can get a part. So That's why everyone is, our main thing is to study in South Africa, which our education, it's amazing. The opera training there, because we have amazing teachers. They train us very well, that when we go overseas, we still have the standard that they are looking for.
Do you still have contact with your teachers in South Africa?
Yes, I do. Yes.
That's wonderful. And can you see yourself, in this time that you were doing this program in London, did you see yourself develop as an artist? Can you look back in this 2 years and see how far you've come?
Yes. I mean, I don't actually realize it like what people tell me, but I notice some things that have improved. For example, the breath, the would have improved a lot, and the position of when we are singing, for example, you will know, oh, my middle range is actually more, it is developing than when it was the 2 years. And again, because we have training every day, we have operas to sing in. That is experience, and it is it keeps everything together, because the voice are muscles. If you don't use them, do an opera in 3 months and then another opera, it won't be the same with someone who every day. Yeah, we will rehearsals for the opera, rehearsals for recitals, or for competitions. So there's so many things going on that improves the voice, So yeah, I think yes, there is a development from when I came to now.
And of course, you are now also a role model for other girls in South Africa who aspire to be singers, and the way you do it, and the way you've held yourself there and lived that life there, because it's also not easy for coming from South Africa to go and live in a city like London, for example.
Yes, yeah, I will say firstly is the weather. The weather is another thing, because we have a lot of sun in South Africa. Yeah. So London is not bad. So there is sun, but we have more. So first thing is weather, and getting to a new place where you speak English, but is not the English we have. So some will be saying something and they're like, what? And it's still understand it. So yeah, getting used to the language as well. Yeah. And a change of the training, because as I said, here it is more. So work, because to be able to sing in an opera, like the final product, there's a lot that goes on before. So there's a lot of training involved. So yes, so it was like, it's a change.
Big change. I also lived in the UK for 14 years, so I know what you're talking about from the weather. and also the language, it's not, if you don't, because there's some accents are or some dialects there are very strong, and you also, it's sometimes difficult to understand. I know that very well. What do you miss most about South Africa?
What I miss most, it's the people, because we have happy people. Yes. All the, I mean, it's just the warmth of everyone. London, there is warmth, but in South Africa, I think maybe it's the sun, because we have lots of it. Everyone is just happy. Yes, yes, and we have a beautiful country, you know. Yeah, yeah, I think it's my family, well, you know. Mm.
Yeah, I know. I'm also South African, so I know you can go to the supermarket and there would be somebody smiling and chatting, and we are just like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, yeah, everyone is just having a good day.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Mm.
but what is now for you after these 2 years? What is the next step for you?
So my step, I'll be joining the Bern Opera in Switzerland. So
Oh,
I'll be,
wonderful.
yes, I'll be a house soloist there.
Oh,
From
congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's great. And because Switzerland is such a beautiful country and also very friendly people. So I think you will enjoy it very much there. Yeah. Have you sung
Yeah.
there before?
I went there with Cape Town Opera,
Yeah.
but we were singing and traveling. So
Mm.
it was being there. I won't say like I've been there doing things. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
But you know,
mm-hmm.
there's a South African at the Zurich Opera as well, Thomas Erlang. Do you know him?
No.
Yeah, Thomas Erlang. He's also there, but he's in Zurich, but it's
Oh,
not too far from Bern. Oh,
yeah.
Cecilia, yeah, I'm so happy that I could talk to you, and I would so love to talk to you again when you are in Switzerland, and we
Yes.
catch up, and you tell me what it's what's happening there, and that I can follow you a little bit
Mm,
your career. That would be so great. Uh,
yes.
yeah, and but I want to ask you something now, just on a lighter note. What do you do before a performance? How do you prepare?
How do I prepare before a
Yeah,
performance? I warm up.
yeah,
I, I put my phone away because there's always messages coming in. So I try to focus.
mm,
So put my away. So warm up and then, try to focus.
mm,
Maybe I will humming
yeah,
or sing the words of
mm,
I'm going to be singing. And I like to do it in front of a mirror and I'll be laughing, yeah.
yeah.
So I think I prepare.
Mm.
Mm.
And do you eat something before?
Not just before. For
Yeah.
example, if it's a lunchtime
Mm,
performance, I'll eat breakfast.
mm,
And then an evening performance, I'll eat breakfast and lunch, then
mm,
eat after.
okay, yeah, yeah. This is what everybody's saying, is that they don't eat a lot before the performance.
Yes, no, because there's a lot going on. There's makeup done, there's
Mm,
costume. So if you can eat before that, then that works. Not
mm,
just as you're going to be singing.
yeah. Do you still get
Mm.
very nervous before you go on stage?
Yes,
You
yes,
do.
I do get nervous, and yeah, I get nervous, but it's different. I get nervous because I want to do well.
Yeah.
I'm hoping whatever we've been rehearsing will
Mm,
come through. So
mm,
that's why I'm nervous. But as soon as the performance starts,
mm,
I know I can do
mm.
whatever is, anything can happen. But yeah, I do get nervous, and yeah.
Okay. Have you
Mm.
discovered the South African shop in London yet? You
Yes,
have.
yes, yes. There is a lot of them. There are a lot of South African shops. Yes,
Yeah.
we used to with my colleagues who are not South African, so they
Yeah.
were enjoying very well.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no.
Yeah.
I South
I
African
used to
shop.
Yeah, I used to take my children there and to introduce them to all the South African sweets and
Yeah.
things to eat. Yeah, I love Fritos. You know the chips. Yeah.
I love lunch bar.
Oh, lunch bar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was also my favorite. So yeah,
Mm,
that's little part of home that we have in London is the South African.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think yeah, it's beautiful
Mm.
because it's not actually far from what we have.
Mm, yeah.
The language, the culture, not
Yeah.
very far. Because I always thought English breakfast, it's our breakfast, it's our South African.
Yeah.
Because every go, there is English breakfast. And, the name says English breakfast. I never knew it is actually not South African.
Oh, I see. Okay. So now, and do you like an English breakfast?
Yes, because that's what we grew up eating.
Yeah.
Not grew up very common to
Yeah.
have bacon,
Yeah.
beans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Favorite actually beans and mayo.
I
It's
know. Yes. We have to educate the world. You eat beans and mayo.
that combination.
It's perfect. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing like stumped millies and beans.
Stump. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the.
Yeah.
That's
I
the.
know. Yeah.
Uh,
No, I tell
uh,
you, we South Africans have a lot of education to do in Europe, really.
yeah, true. Because no,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Cecilia, I will look forward to speaking to you again. And so all the best.
Yeah.
I think you will be very happy there. It's such a beautiful country and also a lot of sunshine. You will find. Yeah. And I will be in contact with you later, and we'll have another chat if you have time.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. Cecilia,
All
have
right.
a lovely afternoon, a lovely evening,
Thank
and I wish you
you.
the best. Okay.
All
Thank
right. Bye.
you. Bye. Bye.